So checking in here at St. Ermin's Hotel in London, wonderful location near St. James Park, Westminster Abbey, Big Ben, Parliament, the London Eye. This is the weekend of the big NFL football game here in London. Hotel prices here are going for over £450 a night. As always, the question is, did I hustle or will I get hustled on the rate? Let's go find out. For the first time ever, we decided to use the Heathrow Express. 15-minute ride from Heathrow to Paddington station, then hopped in the coolest Uber ever for a quick ride over to the hotel. St. Ermin's is located in the Westminster area of London, just south of St. James Park. This hotel got wonderful reviews online. It's full of history, has stunning lobby, and a very attentive and welcoming staff. And if you saw that door straight ahead, we're going to talk about that door later. All right, on to the room. They left us some little chocolate bees, which are sweetened with honey from their own beehives. More on that to follow. Oh, look at that. They left us some champagne. Every room comes with chocolate. We got some sweets. Grateful for that. And they left us a handwritten welcome card as well, which was a really nice touch. Everything in the room smelled very new and fresh. We had an amazing view of the courtyard. Got some coffee and tea service, espresso machine, nice pot, some teas and coffees to get you started. Tell us multiple times that the water and the chocolate in this little mini bar is complimentary. Eat and drink all we want, and they will replenish it. Very soft. They do have an ironing board and an iron, which is nice. They got the hair dryer tucked away, and here is a Valera Swiss made. Not a Dyson, but the Swiss make a good hair dryer. Standard safe down here, which is always good. And then what else do we have here? We got some St. Ermin's branded slippers. Let's take a tour of the bathroom. Single vanity, not bad for a queen-size room. And if you know me by now, you know I love a tub, so no tub. But they did have a big waterfall shower head. We got some toiletries by the White Company. The hand towels were cushy and soft, always appreciated. Shower cap and little toiletries, which always get put to use. Little bar of soap, just in case you need that instead of the gel. Let's take a look at the room service menu. They only have a tray charge of £5, which actually really isn't that bad. Most of the items they have in here are the same ones that they have on the Caxton bar and grill menu, which is downstairs. They have a menu you can order from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Gotta appreciate that. Nice selection of comfort foods, cheeses, desserts, and beverages. Then let's go explore for a moment. We were off to explore the area. When you exit the hotel driveway and turn left, the first thing you see is the Caxton restaurant or bar and grill, which is in the lobby of the hotel, and its daily special menu. You'll then find several other restaurants, pub, coffee shops, all within a couple minutes. And then within 5 to 7 minutes, you're at Big Ben, Westminster Abbey, and Parliament. A few more steps, and you're in St. James Park. You couldn't ask for a better location. Beautiful fall day, and then back to the hotel. After resting for a bit, we made our way down to enjoy the hotel's happy hour. So, trying to be discreet, we're here in the lobby of the St. Ermin's Hotel from 5:30 to 6:30, Monday through Thursday. They have a happy hour with some red and white wine and just an appetizer. So, very nice for them to treat everybody at the hotel to this.
White, please. Thank you. White, please. Yeah, two white? Yeah. Thank you very much.
Time for dinner. We're dining at the Caxton Bar and Grill, which is in the St. Ermin's Hotel. One of the gentlemen who was serving us drinks in the lobby for happy hour hooked us up with a table here, which was really cool of him. I got the comfort food at the day, which is a potato gnocchi, and my wife is doing a salad as her main. So we'll let you know how those are. Very cozy restaurant. A lot of people were in a good mood, a lot of tourists in town, a lot of different languages being spoken. And for a 4-star hotel, the prices were not crazy at all. That potato gnocchi was really good. When they said that was comfort food, they weren't kidding. And you can never go wrong with a side of chips. £42 for a dinner in London, not bad at all. Really good water pressure, very impressed. Good night. Breakfast is served in the Caxton Bar and Grill. As you can see, we're in there bright and early. Not many people there yet. So the breakfast buffet, £25 per person, which once you see what is included is a great deal. And you can make your own peanut butter too. How cool is that? Selection of fresh juices, honeycomb from their own beehives, which they have upstairs. Selection of yogurts, cereals, gluten-free selection as well. And if you want the more traditional English breakfast, they have all of that. I could not try the homemade peanut butter, which was amazing. After breakfast, we took a little tour of the hotel. We found this beautiful ballroom, which they were setting up for a meeting. And what we loved about this hotel was they had so many little nooks to sit in, so many little comfy seating areas. Remember that door, remember that door. And it really is such a grand space. And these seating areas, during the day, you could just have coffee there, meet with friends, get some work done. And then in the afternoon, they turn into high tea service. Really good sized gym, very modern, had everything you need. Plenty of cardio machines, your standard free weights. Hotel hustler trick, if you don't get water at the hotel, go to the gym. They always got some in there. And a multi-purpose machine as well. So they have a beehive up here on the 3rd floor of St. Ermin's Hotel. And if I read correctly, they have over 350,000 bees here. This was apparently established in 2011. Now they have what is called the Bee Hotel. As we can see, there's a lot of bees coming and going if that gets captured. And the honey and the honeycomb they had down for breakfast comes from up here. How cool is that? And they say these bees go and hang out at Buckingham Palace too. So that's part of the area they roam in. I think it's great when hotels do stuff like this. Then, quick walk across St. James Park to Fortnum and Mason for an afternoon tea. We have a complete video on that to follow. Soon enough, we were back at the hotel, just in time for another happy hour. You might have noticed we're in a different room, so in true hotel hustler style, I made 2 reservations for my stay here. The first one was for a queen room for 1 night. The second was for a king room for the second 2 nights. Usually when I do this, if they're not at capacity, they usually just give you like the king room for the whole 3 nights, but because they were at capacity, they couldn't do it. So let's check out the new room. The queen bed we slept on last night was great, and this is a king, so excited to have a little more room tonight. And didn't sort of comment on the pillows and the sheets and the blanket last night, but they were all wonderful and soft, and it looks like everything in this room is just as good as the other room. One of the primary differences between this room and the other room is just the space. A little more room to spread out here. In the other room, you sort of did feel you were sitting on the bed. Here, you can stand up, move around a little bit, larger desk. They gave us another bar of chocolate, which was really nice. So what is great is we kept the courtyard view, and now we're literally over the center of the courtyard, which is a great view. We were very happy. They gave us 2 more chocolate bees. The bees are really good. Something to point out in the bathroom, it is a smaller sink, but we got a tub out of the deal instead of just a shower. And I do love my bath. And beautiful lighting in here. Same amenities which were in the other room. They even brought our champagne bottle over, which they had given us yesterday, which we have not had a chance to drink yet. Another little coffee and tea station. And then in the mini bar, a couple more cans of water and some chocolates, which are much appreciated and very nice to have a little complimentary something in your room. Another big difference is the size of the wardrobe. The other one was just sort of a single wardrobe. As you can see, this one has double doors, just a little more hanging space. Same blow dryer and iron, safe, and the cushy robes, which I did wear in and I'm sure we will be lounging in later. So great water pressure here from the handheld as well. After breakfast the second day, we decided it was time to explore the neighborhood a little bit, and instead of going left, we went right to see what was that way. We found a Marks and Spencer's. Marks and Spencer's primarily known to us for its takeout food, but this was a huge store. It had everything. wanted to get a bath bomb, so do I go with pedal power? Or do I go with the 6-in-1 form?
Decisions, decisions, decisions.
So there's a lot of great dining options around St. Ermin's, really a number of healthy choices. Unfortunately, we're not going to one today. We're going to go to a local pub called The Feathers and see how their fare is.
This is so cute.
What a bloody proper pub, mate. Not bad prices. Monday through Thursday from 12 to 4, you can get a sandwich and a drink. Bar snacks were all about £7 to £8. Guess they're known for their pies, which we did not have, but they range from about £16 to £21, and their mains ranged anywhere from £16 to £26. Grab a burger for about £18 or £19, side of fries. They had an extensive drink menu, which I won't bother going through. Even though we're not in Ireland, I had to have a Guinness while we're in the UK. Been about 25 minutes since we ordered our food, so things are a little slow here at the Jufa. My wife's having some sort of breaded triple dip, triple fried cheese stick, which is like the naughtiest thing ever, just so you know. Thank you guys so much. Wrapping up lunch at the Feathers. Food quality, we'll give it an A to A+. They have huge portions, which we truly enjoy. My wife had the halloumi cheese fries, which is basically a glorified cheese stick, which was absolutely incredible. She had mushrooms and spinach on toast, which was really good as well. I had the sirloin steak. Sirloin was cooked well. Bread was a little crusty and chewy. I had a pint of Guinness. She had a Diet Coke. That was all £43. I did tip about 10%. So we're out the door for about £48. My only drawback would be the service. Seems like they entered our table number wrong, so it took a little while than usual to get our food delivered. Probably took about 25 minutes. But if you're in town, in St. James Park, give the Feathers a shot. It's not an F1 cockpit, but apparently it's the cockpit. And I just walked on the wrong side of the road. We love going for walks in the rain, so want to make sure we got another stroll across St. James Park. Beautiful day, beautiful London day. Came across the Princess Diana Memorial Walk. Beautiful fall foliage in season. The hotel is literally just 1 block away from St. James Station. When we're traveling, not every meal out is at a 4 or 5-star hotel or restaurant. We went to Pret a Manger and just decided to get some takeout for the night. My wife got a tuna salad and I ended up getting a Mediterranean plate for dinner. Cracked the champagne they gave us, and life is good. We are always grateful for what hotels do for us, and a big thank you to them for the champagne. Cheers. to a great stay at St. Ermin's.
Pretty good.
Not bad. Wrapping up a great 3-night stay here at St. Ermin's Hotel in London near St. James Park. Where to begin? Just so you know, St. Ermin's was voted the best of the best hotels, Traveler's Choice Awards by TripAdvisor. In 2025, it was the number 6 ranked hotel in the world. That is quite an accomplishment, so we're going to see if it lives up to that ranking. St. Ermin's Hotel also won an award for being the 17th best place to work in the UK, I think by Caterers Association, and that really says something, and that is reflected in the service that we got here. Let's start with location. As I mentioned before, everything is location, location, location. And St. Ermin's does not disappoint. When I saw the pictures online of this hotel, I saw a little courtyard and I was like, can that courtyard possibly exist in London? And yet it does. Right in the heart of St. James, you're real close to St. James Park, Westminster Abbey, Big Ben, Parliament. You could walk to the London Eye, and there's a number of really healthy restaurant choices right around here. Let's talk service. So I think my wife described it best. This is a 4-star hotel with 5-star service. And why is it a 4-star hotel? Well, we talked to some of the staff members, and a couple things that prevent it from being qualified or classified as a 5-star hotel is that they don't have parking on site and they don't have a pool or a spa. And that is heartbreaking that is what keeps a hotel as wonderful as this from being ranked 5 stars. So don't be fooled. In our opinion, this is truly a 5-star hotel. And if you're wondering what is the criteria for a 4-star hotel versus a 5-star hotel, I made a video on the star ranking system. Click on the link in the description below. This building that St. Ermin's was in was built in 1899, and they've done a wonderful job of maintaining it and upgrading it. But let's talk about charging in the rooms. There are no USB or USB-C charging ports. They do have outlets, which you will need to bring an adapter for, and sometimes those adapters aren't in the most convenient locations in the room, so be aware of that. The hotel, I think, based on the age of it and the lack of soundproofing, is a little noisy. So when you're in your room, you can hear doors opening and closing, and when you're walking down the hallway, you can hear people talking in the rooms, as well as when you're in your room, you can hear them cleaning the room next door, so just be a little aware of the noise. So in my opinion, the 5-star service started from the moment we walked in, from the doorman who greeted us, from the lobby attendant who helped us, to everybody who just made our stay here welcoming. One of the things we found most impressive is they have a happy hour Monday through Thursday in the lobby of the hotel. Basically unlimited red or white wine, as much as you can drink, and some canapes as well. And it just, in one way, it shows the appreciation the hotel has for their guests being here, and it was another great way to meet other hotel guests and find out about their journeys and where they're going or where they've been. And so we just thought it was a great thing that the hotel does at no charge to the guests, but fosters such a great spirit of hospitality. Let's talk food. Everybody loves food. So the in-house restaurant is called the Caxton Bar and Grill, and we had dinner there and we had breakfast as well. So Monday through Friday, they have a comfort food special, which I partook in, and it was the potato gnocchi, which was served in a warm little casserole dish. And in London, it just tasted wonderful. For breakfast, as you can see, huge buffet. Really not what I was expecting for 25 pounds. I thought it'd be a little sparser, but I felt that was really a good deal for 25 pounds a person. It was basically all you could eat and anything you could want. Fresh juices, you could make your own peanut butter. So we were very impressed with the food selection here at St. Ermin's. So one of the things they are very proud of at this hotel is their history, and they hand you a little booklet, which is the history of the St. Ermin's Hotel, and it is a great history of what this hotel has done and seen. They talk about how close they are to Parliament, and there's a little bell downstairs in the lobby that used to be connected to Parliament, and I guess there was a secret tunnel that when Parliament was going to get back in session, somebody had hit that buzzer, would ring in the hotel, and everybody would hustle through the tunnel and make it back there in 8 minutes. So it was just really great to see things like that. I love history. The other thing was pretty much from the 1930s, 40s, and 50s in some way, shape, or form. This has always been a center for British secret forces. Too many of them to list, but they have a little tribute to that down in the lobby as well. And if you like World War II and like history, it was just nice to know that this hotel was a big part of that. Let's talk about the hustle. At the beginning of the video, I mentioned that the room rates here were £450 a night on the Marriott website. In fact, I lied to you. They were in the upper 500s to mid £600 for a queen or a king room. So how did we fare on this room? In all honesty, I actually have a friends and family discount with Marriott. So my first night was at £93. And after our dinner here, the total bill for the first night came to about £128, which in my book, total hustle. Now, the next 2 nights where we moved to the king room, the total for the 2 nights is £358. Another total hustle. That's what being the hotel hustler is about, is getting to know people, helping them with their travel, and they helping you with your travel. Wait, it gets better. About 2 weeks before I went on this trip, I got something in the mail for a Marriott credit card, a Marriott Bonvoy credit card, and it said if I signed up, I would get a $350 e-card and 50,000 points when I spend $3,000. So I debated it for like a week, and then I did it. Immediately, I was sent the 350 US e-card, which I already checked at the hotel, and I can use it on this day, and I'm already racking up the points towards my $3,000. So basically out of that credit card, I'm getting a huge portion off this bill, and I'm gonna have a lot of points towards my next stay at another great hotel like this. These rates do not include breakfast. The breakfast buffet is £25 per person, or you can order a la carte as well. And the a la carte options didn't look that bad, 10, 11, 12 pounds, as we thought. All the food in the Caxton Bar and Grill was very reasonably priced. I just want to reiterate how great the staff here have been. No request has been too much. Not that we've made any crazy requests, but we had to move our luggage was moved from the room we were in to this one, and they did it all seamlessly and so smoothly. And so I'm just grateful for the stay that they've given us and how special they made us feel. So big kudos to the staff at St. Ermin's. They truly deserve their rankings. So a small negative, and this is completely not make or break. When we checked in, they said, hey, there's some complimentary waters and chocolates in your room. If you need more, just call down and we'll be happy to get them for you. Great. So on our way back from breakfast, we asked for more waters, and they're like, we don't keep them behind the desk. We'll bring them up to your room. About an hour later, no waters have been delivered, so it called down. They said, oh, sorry about that, and we'll bring them right up. Hour passes, we wanted to go out. They were still not brought up to our room. So we found actually some hydration stations on our way out, so we filled up our water bottles. Then when we got back from our little expedition, the water bottles were in front of our hotel room. So all worked out in the end. So they do serve afternoon tea here at St. Ermin's as well. We did not partake in it this time, but hope to in the future. The other thing is they do have a lot of beautiful ballrooms and office meeting rooms. My thought was maybe they should turn one of those meeting rooms into a little spa and get that 5-star rating. What do you think? So please drop some comments below. What do you think? Should this hotel be 5-star? If it could be, could they put in a little swimming pool and call it a 5-star hotel? Have you stayed at the St. Ermin's? What is your favorite hotel in London? Let us know. Please subscribe. Thank everybody for watching. Thank you for taking the time to view this. It really means a lot, and keep on hustling. On to our next adventure. Stay tuned.